With the end of the X-Men series upon us, does Dark Phoenix rise from the ashes to become a suitable endgame for the franchise, or does it simply crash back down into the embers? Despite many saving graces, some good performances, and impressive special effects, X-Men Dark Phoenix failed to fly. Too many missed opportunities for the characters to stand out and make their farewell in true style. A weak script, lackluster story, and some totally baffling exposition that tried to fling the story forward left me feeling cheated as I came out of the cinema, having spent 2 hours, which I'll never get back, on what ended up as a totally pointless film. X-Men Dark Phoenix is the 12th instalment in Marvel Comics' X-Men related film series, and a sequel to X-Men Apocalypse. The film is written and directed by Simon Kinberg, who has a long-standing relationship with the franchise, having been writer and/or producer of 9 of the previous films, an association that dates back to 2006. Dark Phoenix, however, was his directorial debut, which, despite his close relationship with the X-Men ancestry, didn't quite manage to pull off. The film stars the usual suspects and includes James McAvoy, returning as Charles Xavier, Professor X. The electrifying Michael Fassbender continues as Magneto, the powerful mutant who can control magnetic fields. Jennifer Lawrence is Raven, the shape-shifting mutant and Xavier's adopted sister. And Nicholas Hoult is Beast, another mutant but with superhuman physical abilities. Sophie Turner takes a welcome leading role as Jean Grey, the Phoenix, a powerful mutant with telepathic and telekinetic powers and one of Xavier's prized students. The cast also includes Jessica Chastain as the evil Vuk, leader of the shape-shifting alien race who tries to manipulate Phoenix and steal her powers. The film opens with an 8-year-old Jean Grey travelling with her parents in a car when her mutant powers inadvertently start changing the station on the car radio. The ensuing argument leads them to crash and her parents are killed. Professor Xavier meets her at the hospital and, in a rather ludicrous jump in the story, tells her about her parents in one breath and then encourages her to come to his school for gifted youngsters in the next. This is just one of many awkward chunks of exposition that were thrown in to try and nudge that sluggish story forward. We then skip to 1992, when the X-Men race out into space to come to the aid of the Space Shuttle Endeavour, damaged beyond repair by a solar flare. In the rescue mission, Jean is stranded on the shuttle and ends up dragging the enormous energy cloud into her body, which adds hugely to her powers, making her a true tour de force, even for a mutant. Overwhelmed, Phoenix soon begins to suffer a breakdown, the toxic mix of powers within her bringing out a rage that she can't control, particularly when Xavier admits that not all of her family may have died in the crash. Phoenix races from the school intent on finding the truth. The other mutants try to bring her back, while an alien ship that's been following the energy force that damaged the shuttle lands, and the aliens join the search, determined to try and find Phoenix and take her powers. Needless to say, the story doesn't end well for all concerned. One mutant doesn't survive the first encounter with Phoenix. Yet again, the humans lose faith in the mutants and try to capture them, while the aliens force a climactic battle that appropriately takes place on a train. Because, just like the story, the train is stuck on its tracks, unable to twist or turn, headed in one direction on a journey to nowhere. With an astonishing $200 million budget and with so far unimpressive box office takings, the last in the X-Men series is at risk of falling on its commercial superpowers. The director, Simon Kinberg, recognises the film's shortcomings, acknowledging that the movie simply didn't connect with audiences, certainly as previous films in the franchise had done, and has stood up and taken responsibility for that, for which he should be applauded. X-Men Dark Phoenix has most, if not all, of the right ingredients: a good cast, reasonable performances, stunning effects, well shot and well edited, but the script was underdone and the whole film failed to rise to the challenge. Visually, Dark Phoenix is terrific, which is not a total surprise considering the film boasts a couple of very impressive production crew, including cinematographer Mauro Fiore, whose previous work includes James Cameron's 2009 film Avatar, for which he won the Oscar for Best Cinematography, and the amazing editor Lee Smith, who knitted together such incredible films as the Dark Knight trilogy, the James Bond film Spectre, and Dunkirk, for which he won the Oscar for Best Editing. Overall, I found the film to be disjointed, with an illogical storyline. A weak script gave the cast very little to work with, who often did their best against all the odds. As for a rating, I'd give it 2 stars. The whole experience felt pointless, an unworthy way to end the X-Men series, which, considering its heritage and audience appeal, deserved a hell of a lot more. So whether you're into the latest releases or prefer to go behind the scenes with some of our greatest filmmakers, please do subscribe to our channel. We post new videos every week, so there's always plenty to see. Here's a couple more from Rabbit and Snail that you might want to check out. Thanks for watching, see you next time.